Alright, this is your proper way of doing an oil pressure test if you're not sure that your gauges are putting out the right PSI oil pressure. So what I have here is just a basic inexpensive oil pressure gauge from Harbor Freight. You can get it for about 15 bucks. It's 0 to 100 PSI, or you can get a really expensive one, which is preferred, but these seem to work. Basically, you just tap into the block here. This is a 77-318. The dash is reading 70 PSI warmed up, which is really good. But basically, you just pull out behind the manifold on this model here, the oil sending unit for your oil pressure. And there's different adapters in the kit here that you can use. And again, this is just a Harbor Freight special here. It's got a couple different adapters. This model happens to take the smallest one. But here we are, we're going to give it a try and start it up here. My makeshift system I got going, this thing should just start right up. Stand by a moment here. Get this thing going. Give it a couple seconds to come to peak, and this motor's been warmed up earlier, so you know you'll get your actual oil pressure of the motor at a hot temperature here. And right now it's reading at an idle about 50, which is really good for a 318. 318s normally would run about 35 to 40 PSI warmed up in the 70s, but this one here wants to kind of peak out maybe close to 70 PSI. And again, this is really good oil pressure here, so the dash ain't lying, which Dodge in the 70s, and they made pretty good vans here with the gauges and all that stuff, but yeah. Anyways, that's your oil pressure testing 101 if you're not sure that your gauges are working.